Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. And it's been a little bit since we've had a chit chat. I hope you all got your coffee because I got some news to tell you. My husband, by the way, he went back to work. He decided not to turn his truck in just yet. So he left this morning to go back to work. Last week, let's see, it was Sunday. Last Sunday, you all know I've been taking care of my mother and cooking for her and, doing as much as I can to help her out. And Sunday I was there and she kept telling me she just felt terrible. She couldn't breathe and, she had a hard time breathing. I shouldn't say that. But we did her pulse ox and it was like 88. And I said, we need to send you to the hospital because that, I'm not medically inclined, but that just wasn't right. That to me seemed awfully low. And I didn't want her struggling to breathe. She had shortness of breath quite badly. Anyway, to just get right down to it, I sent my mother to the hospital via ambulance because, of course, there was a blizzard outside. It never fails. Anyway, so I had to send her by ambulance, and I thought that would be better yet because they could give her some supplemental oxygen and at least get her comfortable. 3 hours after I sent her to the hospital, they called me and told me my mother has COVID. And I'm thinking, how in the world did she get COVID? We have tried to be so careful with her. Nobody, if you even got a sniffle, we don't let you near her, right? But she does have to go for her chemo treatments and then her, shots and her blood work and stuff. So we're thinking maybe, when she was up at the hospital or the treatment, she might have picked it up there. Anyway, as much as I hate to say this, and I don't sound like I've given up on hope, I don't know if she'll pull through this. She's not doing good at all. She's having a hard time. And of course, the cards are stacked against her because she's got lung cancer and now she's got COVID. And, she kept saying, I can't go see her. Nobody can go up there. And, so I call her every day on the phone. Well, she's been in there six days now. 6 days, 5 days, 6 days, somewhere in there. Anyway, she would talk okay, but she'd lose her oxygen really fast. And mind you, they've got her on anywhere from 12 to 15 liters. For those of you who know, that's a lot. For those of you who don't know, that's a lot. But it dips down below 89 when she moves around. So they've got her laying between her belly and her side to help her breathe. But, I've called her every day, sometimes 3-4 times a day. And I call the nurses and I'm probably driving them nuts, But anyway, and she'll talk and she'll say, I'm just going to listen to you talk because I'm going to let you do the talking because I just can't catch my breath, But at least I can hear her voice and she can hear mine. So I'm just praying. I mean, I'm helpless in this matter. The only thing I've got going for me is I pray, and I pray a lot, I got all the hope in the world, but, they always seem to slap me with reality in the morning when I call. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, friends. I don't know. I'm just literally, I'm still numb. I just can't figure this. She's fought so hard, so hard. She has had a hell of a fight with her cancer and now this. And I know she's just fighting for everything she's got, but she's running out of steam. And there's nothing I can do. I feel so helpless. I can't even go up there and hold her hand, and it's awful. Our hospital up here, even when we were full blown in the pandemic, our hospital was almost empty. There was hardly anybody in there with COVID. They had, just a few patients. What? You want to come say hi? Come say hi.
Hi, friends.
What did you need?
Nothing.
Nothing? You know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to do a video.
Yay!
When I get done, you know what we're going to make?
Upside down
Pineapple.
pineapple cake.
Yeah, pineapple upside down cake.
Oh.
Tell the friends we're going to make that in our video. Tell our friends we're going to make them pineapple upside down cake.
We're gonna make you guys pineapple upside down cake.
Just like we have at our family meals. Okay.
Bye, friends.
Yeah, my grandkids are here today. I just picked them up from school. But I forgot. I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, during the pandemic. When the pandemic first started, it was all downstate, was just loaded. I mean, they were just a hot mess down there with the COVID. Where up here up north, we didn't have very few was in our hospital. And now, we've got a lot of people in our hospital with COVID. And my mom's one of them, but we've got a lot of people up there in the hospital with COVID. It's that time of the year, too. My grandbabies, my two youngest, are sick. Now, I don't think it's COVID, but little Gus has to go to the doctor today because he's so congested, But Cece, she got sick. In a few days, she felt better, Cam, my son-in-law, he had COVID. And it's crazy, Granted, my mother's fully vaccinated, but still, everybody and anybody knows the vaccine isn't 100%. But I got fully vaccinated because of my mother. Not that I don't believe in vaccinations, but I was quick to get it done as soon as I was eligible. As soon as they told me I was eligible to have it, bang, I was down there and getting it. And I avoided my mom as much as I could until she was vaccinated because of her cancer. She's extremely high risk for a severe outcome. So we did everything we could to protect her. And now it's just all in the good Lord's hands. There's nothing we can do but pray, Anyway, of course, when it rains, it pours. You know how that is. And I'm not that I'm sitting here complaining, but I'm chatting. I'll tell you how it is. When my husband was home, we were so busy with my mom and my stepdad that we did button up the chicken coop because we had some nice weather there for about a week, or our snow melted and, there was nothing there. So we buttoned up the chicken coop. We got tarps and we closed it all in like a windbreaker for them. And then we got busy with my mom and all that that was going on. And we didn't realize, well, we always check our greenhouse, but we didn't realize that our 2x4s that we had supporting the greenhouse, because the snow in the winter it'll collapse it. Well, two of them fell and part of our greenhouse collapsed. So it's like, oh boy, now what? I hate to buy a brand new greenhouse. But my husband, he said, well, they're not broke. He said, but they're very bent. Maybe we could get PVC pipe and run it in there. And I thought, you know what, why don't we just put a wooden structure up? Why don't we just build a greenhouse, a wooden greenhouse? And I don't know what it's called, but it's like I don't even know what it's called. It's not boards, but the sheet metal that goes on your roof, this stuff is see-through. And that's what I'm trying to say. I forget what it's called. But I thought, we'll buy that and we'll put that on it and we'll have a nice little greenhouse. So I think in the spring that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to buy another, granted, this one wasn't very much. And if we would have caught it in time, we could have saved it. Believe me. And if it can last up here in these winters with all this going on, that's a nice greenhouse. And it's a sunny outbuilding, or a sunny, what is it called? A sunny, Oh gosh, I forget what it's called. It's not called a greenhouse. Anyway, it is a greenhouse. It's like a cold house. It's a tunnel. You know what? I hate that. I feel like I'm playing, what is that show? I can't even think of the damn name of the show. My mind's not with me today. Anyway, instead of buying one of those, another one, I think we're just going to do wooden structure. I think it's called a cold frame. That might be it. So, it's collapsed. Anyway, part of it. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to go out there and fight with it. Especially with my husband gone, I'm not going to go out there and fight with it. It's done. You know, there's no fixing it now. It already destroyed it. But if we would have had those, if they would have stayed in place, our 2x4s that we made specifically for that, it would have been fine because it did fine last year. So anybody that wants to buy one of those that, you know, live down south where there's not a whole lot of snow, it'd be a perfect greenhouse for you. What you want, Dolly?
I don't know, but I want it. I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Well, there's no reason to be hungry. You want to say hi?
Hi, friends.
What you want to eat? Do you know?
No.
I got all kinds of stuff. Is it one of those things where there's so much you don't know what you want?
Mhm.
Yeah? That's a good feeling, isn't it? Could be worse. You could be staring in the fridge at a cucumber. At least you get all kinds of stuff. There's cheese in there. There's olives in there. There's pickles in there. There is berries. There's berries. There's blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries in the fridge.
Can I eat blueberries and raspberries?
Yep, you can have a few blueberries, a few raspberries. Yeah, just got to wash them.
Okay.
And put them in a bowl and then leave them in the sink for me, and I'll take care of them from there, okay?
Okay.
But wash them real good, baby.
I will.
Okay. My whole face is itching. I don't know what I got into. There was a gal, I went to Dollar General. Oh, goodness. And there was a gal down there that had a whole lot of perfume on it. It's like, oh, man, I could just feel my sinuses plugging up. Anyway, all I can ask about my mom is prayers. And that's all I can ask, you know. And I did it without bawling and crying. I think it's because I'm still numb. I'm still kind of like in shock. I'm still like in shock. It's like, this can't be real. This just can't be real. I don't get it. She just, you know, like within 2 days, she just went downhill right now. And then we got her into the hospital. And I know they're giving her that remdesivir. And, my gosh, 1 minute you think maybe she's turning the corner. Maybe she's going to do it. You know, maybe she's going to beat this. And then the next minute she's flat. And it's like, oh my, this can't be happening. I'm not ready to give my mama up. Who would be, you know? I don't know. And my stepdad is just like beside himself. And I know this sounds morbid to say, but it's the truth. If my mother passes away, my stepdad's about 10 minutes behind her. Because there's just no way. Their bond is that close. You know, they're that close that one isn't gonna, it'd be like losing your right arm. Anyway, I've got two very good friends that are, you know, giving me advice. They're both good, you know, good nurses. They're both, you know, very knowledgeable nurses. And they don't sugarcoat nothing. They tell me the truth. And they tell me what to expect, and they tell me what they think and their experience with it before. So, I mean, right now, we don't know. She could turn the corner and beat this, or it could beat her. We're not sure yet. It's just time will tell. But sitting here waiting is like, you know, to sit there and wait. It's like waiting by the phone for, news, and you're sitting on pins and needles and eggshells. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. But anyway, we've got snow like up to our neck out here. Warmer weather though. We've got warmer. Well, up here usually it's below zero. I mean, it gets cold up here, out here in the Pickers. But this year, for some reason, it is floating right around 30, between 30 and 40 degrees, which when we have warmer weather like that, we get more snow. So, and the roads are just a sloppy mess because we had like a storm roll through here before. I think we got like 6 inches in a day, which is nothing up here. It really isn't very much, but when it freezes, it becomes a mess. And then we get that warm weather and it thaws out. It's like driving on snot, it's terrible. The roads are just sloppy. I went to get my granddaughters today. You have to forgive me. I don't know what my problem is, but my whole face itches. When I went to pick up my granddaughters today at school, I could only go about 20 miles an hour because you get going any faster and you hit that slop and it just pulls you one way or the other. And the car went by me coming this way, and he hit a big old glob of schmutz and right in my window. It just peppered my car. It's like, wow. Anyway, so with videos, the videos that you've seen this week, I did last week. So I did those videos and had them ready to go. And then on Sunday I found out my mom had COVID. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going with videos. There's anything I can do but sit here. I sit here and I pace, and I'm just so nervous. I want to tilt the refrigerator because I am a nervous eater, and that just makes for a hot mess. So I got to keep myself busy. I'm worried. I'm very concerned. It's almost to the point where you almost got to force yourself to do something because you're so worried. So if I keep myself busy, keep my mind occupied, I think, I'll be okay. So I'm going to keep doing some videos. I'm going to do, quite a few of them through the weekend. I got the next 4 days with nobody around. My husband's gone. And I'm just going to do videos. And I may even do like a 1 minute, a short to tell you how my mother's doing. I won't, go into any detail, but I'll just get on there within a minute and I'll tell you how she's doing and giving you an update throughout this. But I do need to do some videos. So I got some things picked out to do. Today my granddaughters want to do the pineapple upside down cake because of course they want to take it home. And that's fine. They can take it home because I don't need to eat it. And as soon as I hear something about my mother, I'll be face first in that cake. Any of you out there nervous eater? You know what I'm talking about. You'll eat anything that comes near you. It's not. I've come too far with losing weight to go back to that. So right now, because of this, my refrigerator is stocked with fruits and vegetables and cheeses and, healthy foods that you can graze on and be okay. But yeah, it's just a nightmare. So, and with the greenhouse, I'm not even worried about that right now. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It collapsed. Part of it collapsed. So I've got the kids' bikes in there. I've got things in there that I'm storing, but that's all right. We'll just put up something in the spring and switch it all out and it'll be good. Christmas is still going to happen this year for us. And no matter what happens, we have to keep our family and our grandkids as normal as we possibly can, So we're still going to plan Christmas. And by the grace of God, if my mother survives and gets to come home, we're going to have a hell of a Christmas when she comes home. But for right now, we're still doing Christmas shopping for the kids. I'm whispering because I know they're listening to me. And we're going to make sure that Santa comes for them. And keep it as normal as we can. So, anyway, not much else going on. I have not done much of anything else except worry, So, I'm going to get busy and I'm going to spend a little time with my grandkids because now after today I won't see them for about 4 more days. So we're going to make a cake, and of course I'm going to do a video with it because it's always fun to bake with them. And then I have a few videos in mind for you. Now, I was going to participate in January, but when this happened with my mother, I had to contact Lisa from Sutton's Days, and I had to step back from that. I can't do that because I don't know from one day to the next what is going to happen. So I won't be participating in January, but after one way or the other with my mother, I'll probably still do those canning videos because I do want to make sweet and sour sauce. And I am going to do probably some beef stew or something. So I'll do videos on that, but not for January. And I felt so bad, but you know what? I have to be available in case, if they tell me tomorrow that I can come up there, I got to drop what I'm doing and go. So I try not to tackle things that require a lot of time. I do things real quick because of that. So with that being said, I see on my YouTube that you guys enjoyed my pantry tour. Yes, thank you. I'm all stocked up for winter. It's fantastic. It is such a good feeling, not to have to worry about that. I'm set. So I did that little tour and nothing elaborate, just showed you, So anyway, I'm gonna go for now. And you'll see videos. They're probably going to be sporadic still, maybe a few in a row and then miss a day, whatever, but you'll still see them. I'll do as many as I can, but with my mom, that's got to come first. And just say a prayer for her. That's all we can do. I have nothing left that I can do. And just say a prayer. And I will talk to you guys next time. And I promise I'll keep you up to date. And I won't bawl and cry all over you, but I'll keep you up to date and keep you posted about my mom. You all have a wonderful day. Finish your coffee, and thanks for watching.